Right, welcome to EVE Online. I'm Major Freak. So, you've got access to your corporate hangar. You just rented one, and now let's try something. Say if you didn't pay your rent, and you went away for a while and came back, and you came back. Oh, I guess I ran out of money in my active I mean, in your master wallet. You can change where the automatic pay settings. You can set it to automatically pay and all that stuff. But what I tend to do is go rental bill. As soon as you do that and apply it, then all payable bills go into here, so they won't appear in your manual bill. So you can release the items, or you can go, well, I'll just rent it again. So rent the office, and it can vary quite a bit actually, so do watch it. So it's no longer listed here, it'll be in here. Okay, so it's already paid, and you will get a notice about it. Will you? I think so, yeah. Bill issued, even though it's going to be automatically paid. So every month you'll get that. Okay, so you open it up, and this is a great thing about player owned. And the nice thing is these days they coded it years ago, I think, that when you re-rent the office, all your stuff will be in the same hangar it was, instead of jammed all into Division 1. It was a mess, especially if you had everything locked, all your blueprints, originals locked down. Oh, it was a god-awful mess. So thank God they fixed that. So how are you going to give access to other people? I don't have access to any of my other characters in this corporation. And you're like, well, you multi-boxing, I've got a corporate office, but I want to get other people in here. So what's the best way to do it instead of making them all directors? Well, we'll open up, and I should have done this a long time ago. I'm so sorry I haven't done it yet. It's just, I hate the, it's just disgusting. So we go into members, and we've got permissions. We've got, and this doesn't cover allowing people access to hangars yet. But permission station servers, still not. Accounting, still not. Access. This will give you access to sorry, the mute button sucks on this mic. Okay, so we've got access, but instead of finagling all of, you know, I go other, let's say first division, I'll give view access to to Zealot. So you should be able to Zealot. These contents. Do I save changes? Yes, I save changes, and voila. That person's. I can now see what's in there, but I cannot take. I can't take. It's handy if you're doing blueprints and you give view access to people. I forget how it works exactly, but you can make it so that if you give take access to something you can't view, and view access is to something you can't take, I believe you can make blueprint use happen securely if you know, but I have to confirm that. It's been a while. So anyways, I digress. So there you go. You got view. I'd like to give take, so that's take. And I believe this is grant. So you can, oh, can take, oh, containers, right? It's container things. Got it. All right. And open that up again. So now this character alone, and you've just done all that, right? And you have to do it for each character, and you kind of forget which character have roles. You got to go back in here, and you've got You can give somebody auditor roles so they can view the roles too, and blah, 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 yada, yada. But in order to make it streamlined, this is how you do it. You don't use the member roles at all. You don't do role management at all. You're going to be using titles, okay? And you're going to give people titles. And you don't even have to use this interface to do it. So I'll go into title management. And I'll go, you can actually use HTML color codes, but you do need to add X00 or 00X or something, I forget, before the color, and you can get that color code in for your title. Okay, so basic, right? And then I go hanger access other. Hanger access other. That's all you have to do. And whoops, title basic. Oh, there it is. Full. Basic. I can do query intake and save changes. Okay. There you go. Now then, all I have to do is edit member. Basic, okay. Edit member, basic, okay. Never give shares. You see that give shares thing? Never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever do that. Dumbest thing ever. They nerfed it a bit, thank God, but it's still a horrible idea. Just because you can never take them back. You know, you got new. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it should be if the character has been inactive for more than a month, their shares should be returned to the master wallet. That it should be absolute. And if they quit the corporation, it should be given back automatically. You need to give back your shares if you're going to try to drop roles and leave the corp. You just absolutely would have to do that. But it's a beta software. It's just absolutely in a horrible system they have. This disgusting, but they never changed it from beta, so it's just they've got so much beta software still in the game, and they're like, we're gonna make this improved in Living Universe, and it's like, yeah, you got a freaking zombie game. Okay, so never mind. Sorry. Blah blah blah. So now each character has the ability to only take, and it's done easily. You just gave them a basic role, and it's done so simply and so easily without the role management. Just avoid role management, avoid all that. Just right click, edit, click in the basic, bam, hit OK, done. And that's how you do it. You can only you can choose your headquarters, and that headquarters office gives you, if you saw in the options, it gave you the option to give or deny access to the headquarters, so you can have your own secure hangar, and you can use BaseStat if you want to specifically allow or deny people access. I use, for my main, my original corp, I use HQ and BaseStat to give myself two secure HQ-ish hangars that are secure. That no matter what I give other players, I'll always have those two as secure, so I can be a pack rat in AMOD, where I have my HQ. Yeah, it just begs the question, why couldn't we set why can't we set different levels of access? We've only got 2 stations we can differ from other. So we've got other, which is everything but those 2. It's just, yeah, it's annoying. But it's what we've been dealt with, right? We got to deal with it. So that's how you do it. It's simple. I would highly recommend this. And if you don't have access to a hangar to share, or at least loot, you can dump things into stuff you can't see. Like, you can totally dump an item from here to there, and it'll go in there. You can totally do it. Yeah, so yeah, I'll eventually show you how to do the research and industry and everything using this kind of take-only, view-only access, and show you it is possible to share your blueprints with others without being terrified of having to go through the process of locking down your blueprints, you know. I apologize, I have not joined enough corporations in my, hardly any, and I don't really get a sense of how other people organize their hangars and what they allow new recruits to access, right? So that would be an interesting foray into the game if I did that, and I definitely go around and check out other people's hangar names and the way they do it. It would be absolutely fascinating. I think it would be a great exploration thing for me in the eventual. Yeah, anyways.